Ja, und damit ein dickes Hallo und herzlich willkommen zu meinem kleinen Stream. Heute an diesem fantastischen Freitag. Und das bedeutet Adventure Freitag. Mensch, ich muss kurz gucken, warum jetzt hier mal wieder nicht das Spiel angezeigt wird. Starten wir es einfach nochmal. So, ich hoffe, ihr seid alle fit, alle wohlgelaunt, ausgeruht, um hier mal ganz locker in den Adventure Friday reinzustarten. Jawohl. Und es wird Licht. Jawohl, ja. Und da ist es. Return to Monkey Island. Ach ja, endlich. Nach 31 Jahren die Fortsetzung, ne? 1991 kam das erste Monkey Island raus, Secret of Monkey Island. Und bis heute wissen wir immer noch nicht, was das Secret of Monkey Island eigentlich ist. Tatsächlich soll dieses Spiel dieses Versprechen einlösen, ja, das Secret aufzudecken, das Geheimnis. Ich bin hyped, ich bin sowas von hyped. Ein paar Sachen dazu. Der Grafikstil ist natürlich jetzt ein bisschen ungewöhnlich. Ja, da spalten sich die Geister. Dem einen gefällt es, dem anderen gefällt es nicht. Aber mein professioneller Standpunkt ist ganz simpel. Bei Adventures ist scheißegal, wie die Grafik aussieht. Ne? Die Story, die Handlung, die Puzzle, die wir lösen. Das ist es doch, wo es bei einem Adventure darum geht. Und nicht um die Grafik. So. Das nächste, was halt wichtig ist, das Spiel hat tatsächlich keine deutsche Audioausgabe. Das bedeutet, das Spiel Audio ist tatsächlich alles auf Englisch. Aber man kann natürlich die Texte entsprechend einstellen. Ich habe das versucht hier ein bisschen einzustellen. Ne, vom Soundlevel her ist das natürlich ein bisschen schwieriger. Müsst ihr mir dann natürlich sagen, wie halt Soundlevel ist. Ne, man kann hier Text, Dialoge, Textgeschwindigkeit, was bisher geschah, alles mögliche kannst du da einstellen. Ne, du kannst auch hier Writers Cut. Es wird direkt das Cut bei Filmen. Da wird halt irgendwer, da erzählt irgendwer jemand was. Du kannst hier in der Oberfläche was einstellen, wie die Dialoge, die Hintergründe sind, wie groß der Text ist, etc. bla bla. Du kannst hier Grafiksachen einstellen, Vollbild, Schiffsbewegungseffekte, Verzerrung. Ich habe alles auf oben gepumpt, ne? Ich meine, das ist ein Adventure. Warum soll das nicht auf Maximum stehen? Du kannst auf Sound, habe ich ein bisschen eingestellt, versucht einzustellen. Da ich es noch nicht gespielt habe, keine Ahnung, muss man dann on the fly machen. Windows-Bild. Ja, natürlich. So, Steuerung. Das ist ultra wichtig. So, erstmal die Kehle ölen. Prost. Oh. Objekte hervorheben. Okay, das ist die Tab-Taste, oder? Schade ist, man kann das nicht einstellen. Alt-S ist speichern, O ist eine Option, Seekarte, To-Do-Liste. Wie will sie? So. Na, das müssen wir halt on the fly machen. Errungenschaften. Okay, kann man nicht einsehen. Sammelalbum.
Hey, wanna see my mighty pirate scrapbook? It's filled with my adventures.
Ja, man hört, die Audioausgabe ist halt tatsächlich Englisch. Und es hat besagt, dass wenn man neu ist, na, und ist ja mehr oder weniger jeder, sollte man ins Buch, was für ein Buch ist das? Sammelalbum.
Hey, wanna see my mighty pirate scrapbook? It's filled with my adventures.
Das ist übrigens der Originalsprecher von Guybrush, immer noch, den sie hier verpflichtet haben. Tatsächlich Bei den deutschen Originalsprecher werden sie vermutlich nicht mehr bekommen, falls sie irgendwann mal dazu neigen, mal eine deutsche Synchro zu machen. Ne, Adventures sind halt in Deutschland sehr beliebt. Das heißt, die Chance, dass sie eine deutsche Synchro machen, ist höher als bei anderen Sprachen. Das Problem ist, beim deutschen Synchrosprecher von Guybrush, der ist in Rente, der gute Mann. Der lebt zwar noch, soweit ich das weiß, aber der ist in Rente und macht natürlich deswegen keine Jobs mehr. Vielleicht irgendwann mal, aber was soll's.
Ever since I was a kid, I wanted to be a mighty pirate.
Also man kann diese Textbubbles, die kann man tatsächlich größer machen, kleiner machen, Schwärze hinterlegen, was auch immer. Mighty Pirate Guybrush Reboot. Mighty Guybrush Reboot. Mighty. Erzähl mir mehr.
Guybrush Threepwood.
Yeah, Guybrush.
That's me, Guybrush Threepwood.
Ah, okay. Und dann musst du die Seite umblättern.
In the old days, you became a pirate by completing 3 trials to prove your worth.
Ja, das wissen wir.
Treasure hunting is important for any pirate. Treasure hunting is important for any pirate.
Ach,
Mastering sword fighting was more a matter of wits than agility.
das Beleidigungsfechten, das kommt tatsächlich wieder.
This is when I met
Elaine.
the love of my life. She was governor at the time. The test of thievery involved breaking into the governor's mansion. The security was heavy. The pirate leaders were in charge of the 3 trials, acting as judge, jury, executioner, and devoted grog tasters.
Tatsächlich kann man hier so komische Karten sammeln im Spiel, die einen zum Schluss quasi wie so ein Pop-Quiz machen.
Things took an unexpected turn while I was working on the 3 trials. Elaine was kidnapped and taken to Monkey Island by the nefarious ghost pirate LeChuck. I scraped together a crew. Carla, Otis, and Meathook joined me on my voyage to Monkey Island to save Elaine.
Hi, Swallow. 3 Sachen, die ein Pirat können muss. Hier reicht eine Sache: Sport.
I scraped together a crew.
Aber ich sehe schon, ich muss
Otis, and
den.
Meathook joined me on my voyage to Monkey.
Das machen wir gleich, aber ich glaube, ich muss die Facecam verändern. Ich setze sie mal nach unten. Oder? Ja.
Island to save Elaine.
So, direkt im Sport, weil mir kalt ist. Jawohl, jawohl. So. Und Swallow, du dass du da bist, wir müssen gleich mal durch ein paar Spieloptionen durchgehen. Da musst du dich mal kurz missbrauchen dafür. So, aber natürlich als erstes. Wir sind fit. Ups, 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. 11. 12. 13. 14. 15. Wobbel, wobbel, wobbel. So, sieht man das Spiel noch? Ja. Perfekt. So, Swallow, du bist jetzt quasi mein Tester. Erstes Soundeinstellung. War das okay her? War die Sprachlautstärke gut? Die Umgebung kann vielleicht noch ein bisschen runter. Ne, die Sachen kann man einstellen. Sprache. Die ist halt nur Englisch. Es tut mir leid, aber das ist halt da vom Spiel so vorgegeben. Umgebungslautstärke, die Musik. Ja, machen wir nochmal ein Stück runter. Und Effekte. Die dürften okay sein, okay. Da habe ich noch keine Ahnung, was das beeinflusst. Ich habe es einfach mal angeschalten und am höchsten geballert. Braucht die Sprechernamen? Keine Ahnung, da wird dann vermutlich vor der Blase stehen Guybrush, Doppelpunkt, bla bla bla. Oder LeChuck, Doppelpunkt, bla bla bla. Oder Elaine, Doppelpunkt, bla bla bla. Also die Sprechernamen braucht man, glaube ich, nicht. Dialoghintergründe. Ne, das sind diese wie die Blase aussieht, ob die einen schwarzen Hintergrund hat, dunkel, hell oder so. Ja, ich habe mal Mittel. Keine Ahnung. Was ist euch lieber? Textgröße. Wir können den Text größer machen. Bei der Sprache bist du sicher. Wir können das nochmal testen. Wir haben hier das Sammelalbum. Das ist quasi hier das, was hier oben erscheint, quasi. Einmal, wir können wie die Blase aussieht, der Hintergrund, ne, damit das auch schön lesbar für alle ist. Da würde ich aber sagen, wir machen das mal dunkel. Nein. Oberfläche. Wir machen das mal dunkel. Und gucken, wie das jetzt aussieht.
Hey, wanna see my mighty pirate scrapbook? It's filled with my adventures.
Ja, ne, sieht gut aus. Soll der Text größer? Soll der Text schneller? Das sind Sachen, die wir jetzt quasi hier so einstellen müssen. Ne? Weil tatsächlich ist wichtig, dass ihr das lesen könnt. Weil, wie gesagt, es hat keine deutsche Soundausgabe. Das heißt, wenn ihr tatsächlich das Englische nicht versteht, seid ihr auf den Text angewiesen. Objekt, Textgröße, Sprachtextgröße. I don't know. Und dann gibt es hier nochmal tonnenweise Text. Ne, ich habe schon mal auf Deutsch. Text und Dialoge. Ne, soll alles hervorgehoben werden. Textgeschwindigkeit, Mittel. Ich mach mal langsam. Ich kann auch Deutsch lesen. Soundeffekt, Untertitel. Ich habe keine Ahnung, was das braucht, aber ich brauche für die Untertitel brauche ich keine Soundeffekte. Was bisher geschah, habe ich keine Ahnung, was das macht. Aber das habe ich halt noch mal an. Aber ich habe den Writers Cut, den habe ich aus. Ne? So wie Directors Cut. Ja, das gibt es tatsächlich bei der Remastered Version. Von 1 und 2 gibt es tatsächlich, also von, ich wollte gerade sagen Harry Potter, von Monkey Island 1 und 2 gibt es tatsächlich auch einen Director's Cut. Und da kannst du halt einblenden lassen, dass die Direktoren, ne, die Hersteller, die Devs, tatsächlich dann immer irgendwas dazu schwafen. Zu jedem Umgebungsbild haben die irgendwas erzählt. Ne? Das ist halt interessant, einmal to know, aber es lenkt halt ultra ab vom Spiel. Ich nehme mal Textgeschwindigkeit langsam. Das klingt nach einem Plan. Wir machen nochmal Salvo.
Hey, wanna see my mighty pirate scrapbook? It's filled with my adventures.
Ah, okay.
Ever since I was a kid, I wanted to be a mighty pirate. In the old days, things took an unexpected turn while I was working on the 3 trials.
Ja.
I scraped together a crew. Carla, Otis, and Meathook joined me on my voyage to Monkey Island to save Elaine. I scraped together a crew. Carla, Otis, and Meathook joined me on my voyage to Monkey Island
Carla,
to save
Otis
Elaine.
und Meathook. Ja, okay.
LeChuck thought he was in love with Elaine. My first ship was the Sea Monkey. I bought it at Stan's used ships with a letter of credit that I, sort of falsified. My first ship was the Sea Monkey. I bought it at Stan's used ships with a letter of credit that I, sort of falsified. Monkey Island was a steaming volcanic mystery, covered with jungle and not found on any map.
Mm-hmm.
You had to brew a special potion just to find Monkey Island. I made some substitutions, but it got us there just the same. There were some people living there who claimed to be cannibals, but I think it was just a show for the tourists. You had to brew a special potion just to find Monkey Island. On the island was a gigantic monkey head statue with hidden catacombs underneath.
Ah ja.
The monkey head opened with a special key that you stuck in its ear. LeChuck's ghostly ship was anchored in a lake of lava hidden beneath the island's surface. I met an old castaway there, Herman Toothrot. He and the locals wrote a lot of indignant letters to each other.
Die Sprache könnte lauter sein. Die Sprache ist schon am Anschlag. 100%, mehr geht nicht. Wenn, dann müssen wir das andere leiser machen. Also von der Musik her. Das Einzige, was ich machen kann, ist grundsätzlich das Spiel nochmal lauter machen. So.
I met an old castaway there, Herman Toothrot. He and the locals wrote a lot of indignant letters to each other. We wound up back on Melee Island for the stunning conclusion to my first big adventure. I made it to the church just in time to stop the wedding. Or so I thought.
Ja, wir sind immer noch beim ersten Teil.
It turned out Elaine already had everything under control. How does she do that? By then, I had learned that ghosts like LeChuck are vulnerable to root beer. Just trust me, it works, okay?
Es geht um deine Stimme. Sprache im Spiel. Das kann ich nicht ändern. Also meine Stimme soll leiser sein als die Sprache im Spiel. Das können wir machen. So, jetzt müsste meine Stimme ein kleines bisschen leiser sein.
It was the beginning of something magical. These are from the time I went to find the treasure of Big Whoop.
Ah, jetzt sind wir beim zweiten Teil, genau. Das ist Woody.
I met my good friend Wally,
Wally?
who makes maps, and I stole his monocle. Good times. The map to the treasure had been torn into 4 pieces, which, let's face it, is about as piratey as it gets. Elaine always seems to know when I need her. The mysterious voodoo lady at the International House of Mojo taught me to make a voodoo doll, which came in handy more than once. I met my good friend Wally. Again, it came down to just me and LeChuck at the end. He was using magic, but then, so was I. One time, Elaine got turned into a statue. Well, LeChuck was behind it, of course.
Dritter Teil.
That guy never gives up. The fact that he turned her into a statue tells me LeChuck doesn't really love Elaine. He thinks of her as furniture.
Das stimmt übrigens nicht, was er gerade erzählt hat. LeChuck hat sie nicht in eine Statue verwandelt. LeChuck hatte einen verfluchten Ring der Personen, die den anziehen, in eine Statue verwandeln. Tatsächlich hat aber LeChuck nicht Elaine den Ring gegeben, sondern Guybrush hat den Ring von LeChuck geklaut und hat Elaine damit einen Heiratsantrag gemacht und ihr den Ring angesteckt und sie selbst somit in die Statue verwandelt. Das ist ein großer Unterschied.
I erupted a volcano on purpose. There's not a lot I wouldn't do for Elaine. I got buried alive. It was around this time that I met Murray, the allegedly all-powerful demonic skull, after a rousing sea battle. Things backfired on LeChuck, because Elaine and I got married when it was all over. Game, set, matchmaker. This was a great day. Though in retrospect, we shouldn't have had the Scumbar handle the catering.
Dreh deine Sprache wieder höher. Durch diese Knabberei gibt es da etwas Lautstärkeschwankungen. Ich knabber eigentlich nichts. Außer Weintrauben. Die knacken da nicht.
That's either Elaine's wedding veil or my handkerchief. We got them to match. This is the daisy we stomped on together. Wedding traditions are weird. I wrote a great haiku for the wedding invitation. I don't know why you have to have candy-coated almonds at a wedding, but apparently you do. Elaine and me together forever. The daggers are symbolic of cutting through troubles, I think. Oh man, this was that crazy time LeChuck teamed up with an Australian billionaire and tried to use a mystical talisman to make Elaine his bride. Everything started because they thought Elaine was dead, so they held an election to replace her. The ultimate insult wasn't really ultimate, or even an insult at all. Or was it? I made a goofy monster out of prosthetic body parts. It didn't help with anything, but I had fun doing it.
Daran kann ich mich gar nicht mehr erinnern.
LeChuck and I battled it out on a grand scale that time. Then there was the time I accidentally let loose LeChuck's pox over the entire Caribbean. Or so it seemed. I had to wear a hook for a while. It came in handy. Morgan Le Fay betrayed me, even after we bonded inside a giant manatee. I should have trusted her less. Elaine wasn't fooled by LeChuck's human form any more than I was. I should have trusted her more. The death card doesn't usually represent literal physical death, except when it does. I went on trial for my life on 4 separate charges. I defended myself, of course.
Daran kann ich mich gar nicht erinnern.
Love did win out in the end. Oh, here's that voodoo doll from the end of my Big Whoop adventure. I defeated LeChuck with this. His leg came off as easy as tearing a loaf of bread.
Notiz an mich selbst. Mehr Papier für den Rest meiner Abenteuer besorgen. Ah, sind wir jetzt durch. Okay. Okay, dann. Ich bin gespannt. Klassisch. Einfacher Modus oder schwerer Modus. Die ganze Geschichte und der ganze Spaß, aber mit gelegentlichen Rätseln für den vielbeschäftigten Spieler. Mehr Rätsel, schwere Rätsel, einfach affenstark. Für den Profi. Ja, come on. Of course.
Take this, LeChuck!
Ugh! Guybrush, come over here. Gently now. Remove my mask.
Will you promise to stop picking on me?
All right, I promise. Anything. Just put my leg back on.
Hey, you kids. You're not supposed to be in here.
Das ändert im zweiten Teil.
What's next?
Let's goof on those two. Pretend they're our parents.
Yeah! Sorry we ran off. You were probably worried about murderers and ne'er-do-wells.
Don't worry, I found him.
Come on, let's go.
Let's pretend I have powers that make lightning come out of my eyes.
It's so lifelike.
I wonder if it's real. Sorry, boys, could you stop following us? It's creepy.
Ach, das
Ja,
sind gar
ja,
nicht
Sir.
deine Eltern.
Come on. I saw a scurvy dog shack back there.
Scurvy dogs. I've never had one of those.
No way. You have to try one. It's the best thing you'll ever eat in your life. No fooling.
Wow.
Ah, okay.
I once got a scurvy dog that was bigger than my head.
Okay. Meine To-Do-Liste. Scurvy Dogs kaufen. Ah, das ist sowas wie das. Kann man auch mit Tee aufmachen. Okay. Dieses Inventar. Ah, hier sind die Hotspots.
Some places you go have scurvy dogs with cheese inside.
Sounds real. Sounds real. Wakey, wakey, Mr. Pirate. Hello? Boo!
Ha! He's dead to the world. I once had the hiccups for 4 days.
Hey, Chucky, get ready to run. I guess they don't like visitors.
Let's go next door and get scurvy dogs.
We'll get some scurvy dogs and then go play over there.
Aha.
What should we do next?
We gotta get to scurvy dogs. I can't believe you never had one. Did you know you can keep a scurvy dog?
Okay.
I wonder if this is drinking water.
Nein.
The words don't look like words, but there's a picture of a scurvy dog.
Was soll das ein Scurvy Dog? Ein Würstchen am Stock oder was? Plumpsklo.
It's locked. Maybe one of the shops has a key. Hey, Chucky, stand over here for a minute.
Nah, I want to get scurvy dogs.
Exhibit removed. Aw.
In France, they call a scurvy dog a chien scorbut.
Chien Scorbot. Oh, Chien heißt Hund tatsächlich. Aber Scorbot ist halt Skorbut. Gruselige
Let's
Tür.
not go back there again. We'll just get yelled at.
Yeah, let's get scurvy dogs instead.
Ah, komm mal,
I'm
mal
hungry.
schnell laufen. Wow.
I can stand.
How much are those chicken foot fries?
Chicken foot fries are 2 pieces of 8.
Was Hühnerfußpommes?
Can we get some chicken foot fries?
You got 2 pieces of 8? That's money that grown-ups use.
I know what a piece of 8 is.
Have you got any?
No.
Then no fries.
How much is a mug of grog?
Grog's for grown-ups. Beat it.
Can we get a mug of grog, please?
I told you, grog's only for grown-ups. Stop wasting my time.
What should we do next?
We gotta get to scurvy dogs. I can't believe you never had one.
Looks like they need a swabby in here. I'll never be the ship's swabby. That is really,
Der Schrubbi.
really low. They put it on a leg to keep you from walking off with it. I'll bring this right back, sir.
You'd be wise to do that. I got the leg from the last kid who didn't bring back the key.
That's where the outhouse key was. It says, return outhouse key when finished, or else. much are the scurvy dogs?
Scurvy dogs are only a half piece of 8.
Can we get a couple scurvy dogs?
Sure, if you give me a piece of 8.
Please? Can't you spare something for a couple of hungry kids?
Listen up, you little moocher. Let me tell you something. I don't like kids. I'm an honest businessman trying to make an honest living. I don't need 50 kids a day coming in and wasting my time trying to get me to give them free food.
I guess never mind.
Hey, I know. Let's look for change in the outhouse across the way. Coins fall out of people's pockets when they sit down in there.
Ah, deswegen.
I once ate 2 scurvy dogs at the same time.
Those glasses are thicker than the layer of grease on the floor.
You kids better have money.
Yeah. We've got all kinds of money. Can we get a couple of scurvy dogs?
Sure, if you give me a piece of 8.
Den Schlüssel zum Blumsken untersuchen.
It unlocks the outhouse.
I have an extra tooth in the back. I can feel it. Good. You unlocked it.
Yeah. Blah.
It isn't a piece of 8, but it's a round piece of metal about the same size and shape as a piece of 8.
That's called a slug. It's like a fake coin.
I thought it was a piece of 8 at first. It looks just like a piece of 8. A fake coin is almost as good as a real coin.
Blah.
I don't see any coins, and I'm not putting my hands in that. Ugh, what is this stuff? It smells the same as the toilet. Please wash hands before leaving outhouse.
Blah.
It looks like a piece of 8, if you don't see very well. Chucky, why don't you look in the toilet?
No way. You do it.
Okay. Gross.
Did you know your feet won't smell?
Okay. Und wir wälzen den...
At home, I've got a collection of...
Looks like they need a swabby in here. Looks like they need a swabby in here. Those glasses are thicker than the layer of grease on the floor.
I don't see very well, but I can hear just fine. Now what?
Can we get a couple of scurvy dogs?
Sure, if you give me a piece of 8.
What can we get with this?
Tastes like a piece of 8. Enough for a couple
Wow.
of scurvy dogs if you want.
Perfect!
Take 'em, boy.
What are you getting?
What?
Just kidding. Here's yours.
Naja, das ist echtes Piratenessen.
Yum! What do you want to do now?
I don't know. What do you want to do?
To-Do-Liste des mächtigen Piraten Junior. Scurvy Dogs kaufen, Münze finden, Schlüssel für das Blumskuh finden. Herumalbern und erkunden. Unsere echten Eltern finden.
Hey, Chucky, get ready to run. I guess they don't like visitors.
That's my friend Dee. Hey, Dee.
Hey, Chucky, what are you jerk faces up to?
We just got here.
I'm making a list of stuff to do.
Give me that. I'm an expert planner. There. Perfect. See you around the park, shitheads.
Was? Alter. Das soll man alles machen?
That's a cool anchor.
That just shows how little you know about anchors. This one's not a very good example. You'd know that if you read as much about anchors as I have. Did you know that anchors originally weren't designed to hold ships in place? They were used in combat, shot from cannons as a grapple when you were trying to board another ship. They started
What?
making them bigger and bigger because they would do more damage that way. Then, people noticed what happened when you missed the other ship and hit the sea bottom instead. The current bow-shaped design is actually less effective than the sharper V-shaped design that was popular last century. But the older design went out of fashion after sailors started to think the letter V was bad luck. You can still find the old kind around sometimes, but collectors have grabbed most of them. On a modern anchor, if you look close, you can tell that one side is a little larger than the other. That's to prevent what's called plummeting, where the anchor goes down too evenly and then it doesn't catch well on the bottom. The little flanges at the tips are at different angles to make it twist on the way down for the same reason. Most anchors these days are made of iron, and you have to recast them like twice a year because they rust. About 30 years ago, somebody thought of a way to get around that by making them out of wood instead. All kinds of people invested a lot of money in these wooden anchor companies. But the only way they could keep them from floating was to attach another anchor. And so they gave up and went back to the old way. The word anchor comes from the Sanskrit word nagara, meaning city. They're called that because when you stop in the middle of the ocean, it's like you've made port at an invisible city. Yeah, I'm kind of an expert on anchors.
Okay,
I
too
read
much
a
Info.
lot.
Also man hat gesehen, wenn ich was... Was? Wenn du etwas verpasst hast, kannst du... Um die vorherigen Zeilen... Was kann ich drücken? Hä? Was soll denn das sein, dass ich da drücken soll? Okay. Und es geht nicht weg. Jetzt. Dialogverlauf anzeigen. Aha. Moment. Ah, okay. Chucky zum Rennen herausfordern. Okay.
Hey, Chucky, wanna race?
You're on.
I'll officiate. 3, 2, 1, go!
I win! I bet I've known Chucky longer than you have.
No chance. We go way back.
Hey, hands off!
I wonder what's in that basket.
Let's find out.
What do you think you're doing? kids these days. You have no regard for personal property.
And no respect for your elders.
I have half a mind to give you a piece of my mind.
And I've got the other half.
Blah, blah, blah. Blah, 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 blah.
Blah, blah, blah.
Klingt wie der Peanuts.
Blah, 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 blah. Blah, blah.
Blah, 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 blah.
Blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah.
Blah, blah, blah. Blah, 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 blah.
Blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah. I certainly hope you'll have better manners in the future.
Okay. Bla. Oder wie Dings. Ach, wie heißt er? Hier in diesem Dracula-Animationsfilm. Da sagen sie warum mal. Bla, 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 bla. Wenn Dracula mal irgendwas, um ihn zu mocken, ey. Und zu teasen.
I can stand on my head without using my hands.
So. Mit dem Paar sprechen.
Excuse
Bla,
me?
bla, bla.
Yes?
Could we have some of your bread to feed the duck?
I don't think so. We brought it for ourselves.
I wonder where this path goes.
Excuse me.
Yes?
Will you pretend to be our parents again?
What do you mean, again?
Run along and find your real parents.
Okay. Das heißt, die Ente füttern.
I want to feed the duck.
I have an extra tooth in the back. I can feel it with my tongue.
Don't feed the duck. What's this red glob on the ground?
That's ketchup. It's supposed to be really good with scurvy dogs. You should put that on your scurvy dog.
Hä?
I found a four-leaf
Lucky.
clover.
Awesome.
There was still one left? Darn.
Soll ich Schwertkampf üben? Etwas Soße zu meinem Scurvy Dog hinzufügen. Okay.
Yum!
At home, I've got a collection of old scurvy dog sticks that fills a whole shoebox.
An dem roten Klecks
It
riechen.
smells bad. I never thought I'd ever find one.
Bäh.
Yuck! I don't think that was ketchup.
Whoops.
Ente füttern. Schwertkampf üben. Mhm.
Let's be frank. You can never hope to beat me.
No way! You'll never catch up to my level.
I win.
I win.
Nuh-uh.
You guys are both pretty weak.
Well, anyway, that was fun.
Das war's schon? Okay, die Ente füttern. Wie füttere ich die Ente? Kann ich die mit meinem Scurvy Dog?
I'm saving this scurvy dog for myself.
Ja? Errungenschaft, Glücksende.
I want to feed the duck.
LOL. Jetzt ist mein Glückskleber weg, aber ich habe eine Errungenschaft. Oh.
Do you want a sword fight with me?
I've seen you fight. Come back in a few years, maybe.
Excuse me,
Yes?
could we have some of your bread to feed the duck?
I don't think so. We brought it for ourselves.
That's a nice tree.
I'm only pretending to look at the tree. I'm actually spying on that couple by the pond.
I wonder where this path goes.
That's our bread.
Aha, das geht nicht, okay. Wie fütter ich die scheiß Ente?
I already found a four-leaf clover. I already found. Do not pick the four-leaf clovers. As if.
Zu spät. Münze. Sich etwas am Wunschbrunnen wünschen.
Maybe I should throw this down the wishing well. I wish for another scurvy dog.
Those things are bad for you. Told you so.
Auch die Ente füttern. Hat geklappt.
What you looking at?
Those kids jumping rope down there? They're doing it wrong.
Na, komm mal. Guybrush.
Hey, Dad.
Hello, Mr. Threepwood.
Hey, kids. Having fun?
Yeah.
We got scurvy dogs.
Those have toenails and stuff in them. Ugh, I read about it.
And we were playing your adventures. We just did. Big whoop.
Big whoop. Oh, boy. That takes me back.
I like
Der
it when
Kleine
Chucky
ist gar
asks
nicht
me to put his
Guybrush,
leg back
oder?
on. He says it really funny.
You guys always make up the craziest stuff
der-
for the ending of that story.
Ist der Sohn von Guybrush.
But you can't just change it around. That's not how storytelling works.
A lot of your stories don't feel like they're finished at the end.
What do you mean?
Well, like, there's this one that you call The Secret of Monkey Island, where you went to Monkey Island and fought LeChuck.
Oh, that story has a great ending. There's punching and fireworks. I thought you liked that one.
But you never did find the secret. Not the real one.
Sure, but that's not what that story was about. Kids, let me tell you a story that is about finding the secret of Monkey Island.
Is this a long story?
I think maybe I gotta go use the bathroom or something.
Yeah, I have to go walk my tarantula.
Maybe I should go with them.
No, stick around. This is a good one. See, there was a rumor going around that my old nemesis, LeChuck, had somehow discovered the exact location of the secret of Monkey Island. I knew I had to get it before he did, so I went to Melee to get my own expedition started and beat him to the punch.
Ah, das ist der Ausguck. Auf dem Berg. Ja, natürlich. Das ist Melee Island. Oh, das fängt halt genau an wie der erste Teil. No. Und die Originalmusik. ist halt so hart, wie das unsere Kindheit geprägt hat.
Feels good to be back on Melee Island, the hub of pirating in the Caribbean, where every good expedition begins. I'll see some old pals and get things rolling. Or sailing in this case. Hi, I'm Guybrush Threepwood. Remember me?
Haven't seen you in a while, Threepwood. What have you been up to?
Oh, you know, freebooting mostly, swashing buckles and so on. But now I'm getting an expedition together to find the secret of Monkey Island.
Oh, you're sailing with LeChuck.
What? LeChuck's here in Melee? Is there widespread panic? Are people evacuating?
He doesn't seem interested in carnage at the moment. Ship's just here taking on supplies and crew, as far as I can tell.
Well, anyway, no, I'm not sailing with LeChuck. You know my history with him. LeChuck kidnapped my wife. He's always had designs on her. I sailed to Monkey Island to find them and get her back.
Oh, I thought you weren't married yet when that happened. And didn't she more or less rescue herself?
That's not the point. He's an evil zombie ghost pirate, terror of the seas, and sometimes the land. A nefarious, conniving, murdering scallywag. A depraved, ruthless villain. And a loud talker. And I'm not those things.
They say opposites attract, but what do I know?
We've been enemies for my whole career. Everywhere I go, there he is. He plagues me. He's my nemesis.
Funny. He said the same thing about you.
That guy steals all my best ideas.
Are you sure it isn't the other way around? Seems like he was here first.
I don't know how he found out, but I'm sure he's just doing this to get one up on me. I'm mounting my own voyage. Mine.
Well, you'd better get cracking then. LeChuck's loading up on the outer dock as we speak.
Well, I'm gonna hire a ship and a crew and beat him to the punch. Just as soon as I can get someone to back the venture. I'm a little short on funds at the moment.
In that case, you'll want to go talk to the pirate leaders at the Scum Bar.
Exactly. That's why I came to Melee. It'll be great to see those old guys again. We'll knock back a grog and hash out the details.
Scum Bar, by the docks. Long table in the back.
I know where I'm going.
We'll see.
Okay. Ins Innere der Insel aufbrechen. Runter zu den Docks. In das
I could stare at this forever, but that wouldn't be much fun for you.
Hände wärmen. Ah, es ist eine kalte Nacht.
Shouldn't you be on your way to the Scum Bar to talk to the pirate leaders?
I was just about to head down there.
Das ist eine komische Eule.
I detect a certain resemblance here.
Yes, it looks a lot like an owl, doesn't it?
Was habe ich denn? Mein hochmoderner Stift.
The pen is mightier than the sword. I've got a few coins for incidentals.
Okay, To-Do-Liste. Mit dem Piratenanführer entsprechend, um Geld zu bekommen. Einen Haufen Geld aufwenden, um eine Expedition zu organisieren, das Geheimnis von Monkey Island finden und die glorreichen Zeiten noch einmal durchleben.
My business right now is down those stairs, with 3 pirate leaders and the fat wad of cash they're gonna give me.
Jawohl, Fat Wad of Cash. Ich bin dabei.
Re-elect Governor Carla. She's keen on bluntness.
Oh, was geht ab hier?
I better get cracking if I want to get to the secret before that scheming blackguard. I'll talk to the pirate leaders before I go see what LeChuck is up to.
Aha.
Oops, I almost forgot to duck into the Scum Bar to ask the pirate leaders to back my expedition. I'm here to talk to the pirate leaders about a new expedition.
In the back.
Aha.
I'm here to talk to the pirate leaders about a new expedition.
In the back.
I'm here to talk to the pirate leaders about a new expedition.
In the back.
In the back.
It's a book for storing collectible trivia cards. Looks like someone just left it here unattended.
Oh, hier, das sind Quizkarten. Tatsächlich musst du die irgendwann beantworten. Alter, wie viele Seiten sind das? 10 Stück, 10 Fragen. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, ja. Okay. Und du musst diese ganzen Fragen, musst du tatsächlich finden, diese Trivia-Fragen. Im hinteren Teil der Scamba ist ein riesiger Wal, die Küche, der Keller, eine Angeltrophäe.
Looks like a circus act. Maybe. Nice and hot. Wonder how long I could stand here before bursting into flames. I really need to talk with the pirate leaders first. Have you seen the pirate leaders around? This is their table. In fact, you'd probably better move. You don't want to get caught sitting here.
It's our table, Rummy.
We're the pirate leaders.
Get lost.
Oh.
I hadn't heard there was a change of leadership.
Oh no. Did nobody remember to notify you?
Maybe your party invite got lost in the mail.
Where are the 3 older guys who used to hold court here?
Who cares?
Probably crying in an alley somewhere, wishing they were still relevant.
Making up trials for each other and writing memoirs that no one will read.
Is it you I should talk to about financing an expedition?
An expedition? Who is it that you think you are exactly?
Ich bin die grundlegende Investition, auf die ihr gewartet habt.
I'm Guybrush Threepwood. Probably you've heard of me.
Probably not.
Permission to slaughter the annoying old wastrel man, Captain Madison.
Wait, it was Captain Madison? She's like famous! I've got her on a trading card. Her plunder stats are amazing!
Plunder stats aren't everything.
Then the others were Captain Lila and Captain Trent. It was Lila who threatened to kill you?
Look, they weren't that great, okay? Listen to the story.
Want me to slaughter him?
Don't bother. He's just a harmless
Die
hack who
raten
thinks he has a
trading
good idea
cards.
for a pirate raid.
I'm going to find the secret of Monkey Island.
You're wasting our time.
The secret? I didn't think that was even a real thing.
Unschätzbar Wert, unglaublich kultureller Wert, ein Rätsel, eine persönliche Leidenschaft von mir.
It's a mystery for the ages that must be solved.
The only mystery here is who let you into this bar.
Alter.
Okay, I'm sensing some reluctance, but hear me out. Would you at least consider advancing me some funds? It's a surefire investment. Triple your money or your money back.
Not interested.
I could make it worth your while to help me hire a crew. A percentage of their earnings or something?
No one in here wants to chase your pipe dream.
Could you at least point me towards an available ship?
You don't even have a ship?
You're really up a creek.
Up a creek without a ship.
If you don't take this opportunity, LeChuck will grab it.
LeChuck?
Yes, the dreaded zombie ghost pirate LeChuck himself is also going after the secret. He's here in Melee getting ready right now. If that doesn't prove it's a worthwhile venture, I don't know what else to tell you.
Great. Problem solved.
Excellent. You'll do it.
No, of course not. Why waste money on an expedition when you can just join the one that's already going?
Have fun with your scary ghost friend. Bye-bye.
Well, the slight problem with that idea is that LeChuck and I are basically mortal enemies.
Die hat einfach ausgelacht wird. Alter.
Fine. I don't
Okay.
need you or your money. I can do this on my own. If I can't buy a ship, I'll steal one. I'm a pirate. I'll find a way to get to Monkey Island no matter what it takes. I like the old pirate leaders better.
Käse. Ein Schiff finden oder besorgen.
I'm gonna find the secret of Monkey Island.
Good for you.
I'm gonna find the secret of Monkey Island.
It'll turn out to be a t-shirt or something.
Nah.
Yo ho!
T-Shirt.
I'm gonna find the secret of Monkey Island.
Don't sound much like pirating to me.
Das T-Shirt war übrigens der erste, im ersten Teil eines der Prüfungen. Du musstest den Schatz von Meli Eile finden. Ne, haben die 3 Piratenkapitäne gesagt, bevor du Pirat wirst. Und der Schatz war halt,
It's those 3 clowns at the back
T-shirt.
table.
Yo ho!
Are you sure I can't persuade you to back my expedition to Monkey Island?
Let's pretend I was really considering this. What sort of pirate qualifications have you got, exactly?
I completed the 3 trials.
Trials?
It's how they used to make their bones in the old days.
Well, I was a director of combat operations for the British Navy, and I've written 2 books on ship-to-ship tactics.
I'm a founding member and co-director of the Red Fleet and hold records for civilian casualties from San Domingo to Venezuela.
I'm an expert in 17 forms of hand-to-hand combat, 3 of which I invented. I served with Bellamy, Teach, and Roberts before they each met an untimely end that I might have had nothing to do with.
Just so you know, this is the kind of resume we expect.
Oh. Are you sure I can't persuade you to back my expedition to Monkey Island?
Yes.
damn.
Guybrush Threepwood, as I live and breathe, how have you been?
Oh, der Koch.
Fine.
How's Elaine? She was always my favorite governor. Also, she covered your tab when you stopped coming in.
Still in public service. Fighting scurvy now.
My place is clean. Our health certificates are up to date.
No, it's not like that. She's got a foundation. They're trying to promote limes as a preventative.
Oh, well, tell her I say hello.
Did I mention I'm going to find the secret of Monkey Island?
No, I don't think you did. Well, that's exciting. So you'll be hiring a ship at the docks?
I'm thinking I'll steal one.
As far as I know, the only ship out there is LeChuck's.
Even better. 2 birds with 1 stone.
Bold. I like your thinking.
The atmosphere in the bar is different than it used to be.
Yeah, I don't like it, but I've got to cater to the new crowd. Everything changes, Guybrush.
But the roaches stay the same.
I've missed your wit. And your low alcohol tolerance.
Hey! Those new pirate leaders seem like real jerks. Why do you even let them in the bar?
Well, they've driven off my old regulars, so I don't have a lot of choice if I want to stay in business. Also, if I tried to get them to leave, they'd probably cut me up and throw me in the soup. Frankly, I'm terrified of them. On the plus side, they have more disposable income and better hygiene than the old crowd.
Ooh, I think I hear the health inspector.
What? Where?
Just kidding. That joke never gets old. Keep up the good work.
Thanks. Will do.
Fang, sehe doch Maden.
Active little guys, aren't they?
Active little guys.
Well, it's definitely a mop. Will you advance me the down payment on a ship if I help you clean up?
Put that down before you hurt yourself.
What?
Clearly, there's a lot you don't know about mops.
Honestly, I think I prefer to keep it that way. It's amazing what you can achieve if you put your mind to it. Then you have a packet of stick-on stars. The food is more exciting when you can smell the risk.
Auch mal hier eine Quizkarte. Nice.
Pests or garnishes?
A good cook sources local supplies when he can.
A bad local supplies.
Ugh, I remember that stench as if it were yesterday. Keep up the good work.
Thanks. Will do.
Tierholzmöwe.
The plaque says, in memory of looming seagulls of old. The plaque says, in memory of looming seagulls of old. I think someone tried to secure a boat with this.
Der Vogel am Strand von Scurvy Island ist ein... Was sollst du denn sowas wissen? Im Hinterteil des Gamba ist ein riesiger Wal, die Küche, der Keller, eine angefertigte Küche. Tada! Tatsächlich weiß ich nicht, was passiert, wenn du Dinger falsch machst.
It's hopeless.
Okay. So, das heißt, jetzt klauen wir LeChucks Schiff.
Expedition to fabled Monkey Island. Crew positions available. Serve under LeChuck, the most fearsome pirate on the 8 seas. Equal opportunity employer. Inquire here.
Looking for a job? Step this way.
The clipboard in your hand says you're the quartermaster.
The crew says I'm the quartermaster. Clipboard doesn't get a vote. You look like a guy without many options. You want a job? I'm short a swabby. LeChuck's an equal opportunity employer. Even humans are mostly tolerated.
Absolutely. I'd love to be a swabby. Swabbing is one of my favorite things in the whole world. The restful, mindless repetition, the delicate scent of old soapy water, the proud satisfaction of a sparkling pint.
Okay. Save the strokes for the decks. The only requirement is that you bring your own mop. If you've got a mop, the job is... Hey, wait a minute. What's your name, sailor?
Guybrush, John Smith, Andrew LeChuck, Neffe, nicht verwandt. Andrew LeChuck, nicht verwandt. Okay.
Guybrush Threepwood.
Yeah, that's what I thought. LeChuck gave me a blacklist and you're on it. In fact, you are the blacklist. Afraid I can't hire you after all.
Well, that's a slight hitch.
I'm confused. Didn't you say you were gonna get your own ship?
Yes, but then suddenly I thought, why bother? I wanted a ship and a crew. Here was a ship and a crew. Ripe for the taking. All I had to do was get on board, wait for the right moment, and strike.
Strike?
Mutiny the crew, seize the ship. Be a pirate.
Except they wouldn't hire you because they knew who you were.
Sein Pirat,
Yeah, that was a
bring die
problem.
Crew zum Meutern.
Also, I needed a mop.
Spiel gefällt mir schon.
Hey.
Threepwood. I shouldn't even be talking to you.
Can I be on your ship if I change my name?
Only if you also change your face. Sorry.
Okay.
Hey.
What is it?
I'm not Guybrush Threepwood. I just look like him. You'd be amazed how often people confuse us. Sometimes I impersonate him at parties, just for fun. We've never even met, and I doubt I'd like him if we did.
Even if any of that were true, it wouldn't matter. LeChuck would take one look at you and go nuts. Just looking like Guybrush Threepwood is enough that I can't give you the job. Sorry.
Hey.
What is it?
Come on, let me have the swabby job.
If you were anybody else and you had a mop, I'd hire you. But you're you, so I'm sorry, I can't.
Hey.
What is it?
Are you sure I can't convince you that I'm not Guybrush Threepwood?
Just looking like Guybrush Threepwood is enough that I can't give you the job. Sorry.
Ah, okay. Das heißt mit anderen Worten, ich muss anders aussehen und ich brauche einen Mob. Le Ship.
How clever.
Oh, eine Quizkarte.
I hope this isn't one of those party cruises. Say what you want about my evil, horrible nemesis LeChuck, but he does know how to stock a ship. No parking of demonic, ghostly, or undead vessels or scooters. Tuesdays 3 to 4. Looks like this is going to be a long journey.
To-Do-Liste. Man muss sich daran gewöhnen, die To-Do-Liste mal aufzumachen. LeChucks Mannschaft beitreten. Problem, Quartierkreuz, dann kennt mich heute bin ich an. Einen Mob besorgen. LeChucks Schiff bei erster Gelegenheit übernehmen. Immer noch das Geheimnis von Monkey Island finden.
Expedition to fabled Monkey Island. Crew positions available. Serve under LeChuck, the most fearsome pirate on the 8 seas. Equal opportunity employer. Inquire here.
Okay, wie tue ich nochmal Gespräche abbrechen? Dialog überspringen ist der Punkt. Naja. Okay.
Expedition to Fable.
Sehr gut, sehr gut, sehr gut.
Why was Wally in such a hurry? He wouldn't sell us out to Madison, would he?
I believe he needed to relieve the pressure upon him in a different way.
Oh, Elaine!
Guybrush!
Wait, are you going to tell a mushy part now?
A little, but I can skip over the hugs and kisses. Elaine!
Guybrush!
Remind me how long we've been married?
Well, it still feels like the first day somehow.
Ist übrigens auch die Originalsprecherin von Elaine.
How's your scurvy prevention project?
It's great! We're going to get a lot of limes to a lot of sailors and save a lot of lives. I've got to come up with a way to deal with Captain Madison, though. The pressure she's putting on the town is making it hard for social programs like mine.
You won't believe how I'm getting to Monkey Island.
I've known you a long time. Try me.
I'm planning to sign on to LeChuck's crew, mutiny them, and take the ship.
Oh, dear. Isn't there an easier way?
Oh, trust me, that is the easy way. Sounds like we both met Captain Madison.
I don't like her. She's the one who pushed to shut down the shipyard.
She doesn't understand the value of the secret of Monkey Island.
She laughed at me.
Me too.
Obviously, the woman has no taste and a lousy sense of humor.
I feel better just talking to you.
Me too.
I have to get going.
Oh, so do I. Lots to do. Bye.
Bye.
No, nicht Elaine.
The problem with this statue is it's not a statue of Elaine, the best ever governor of Melee. Honoring Melee Island's 27th governor, Carla the Swordmaster, for her heroic actions at Port Elizabeth.
Ja, das ist die Carla, oder?
It doesn't look finished.
Kann ich... Nee. Ich kann auf dem Flugblatt kritzeln.
It's Elaine's flyer about how limes combat scurvy. It's important, but boring. I've never once made it all the way to the end. Some lines are better left uncrossed.
Natürlich.
Elaine would kill me if she caught me pulling down her flyers. They're having a half-off sale. Property foreclosed by order of Madison Enterprises. Oh, this was my favorite novelty store. What kind of person would just paint on a wall like that? Elaine would never have stood for this when she was governor.
Oh, das sind irgendwelche komischen Zeichen.
This place has kind of gone downhill. Oh, yeah, that clock has been broken for decades now. Hey, Wally!
Well, 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 look what the surf washed ashore. It's Guybrush Threepwood.
Nice to see you again, too, Wally. Whatever your last name is.
I spent years in therapy getting over being burned, blinded, blown up, abandoned, and marooned because of you.
Yeah,
good old times.
You're lucky I'm past all that and am running the best map shop within the Caribbean and beyond.
You wouldn't happen to have a map to the secret of Monkey Island.
Funny you should ask. I recently made one on commission, but then they destroyed all my source material. It is the only one in existence. Best of luck to you.
I'm looking for a mop.
This is maps and more, not mops and more.
Well, I was hoping the and more might include mops.
Well, it doesn't. Try asking the cook over at the bar where he got his.
You have a lot of maps in here.
We've got so many, you need a map to find them all. Haha, a little cartographer humor.
Yeah, I'd forgotten how funny it was. Looks like the shop across the way is in trouble.
The high-stakes, ego-driven world of pirating is changing, and dark magic is taking over. Voodoo magic is fun and all, but it's not what the new generation wants. Me? I'm on the bleeding edge and making a bundle. I'm about to franchise.
The town seems to be pretty run down.
Since Captain Madison made Melee her base of operations, people have been complaining. They say she brings a bad element to town, but that bad element spends a lot of money on maps. So, what am I supposed to do?
Das ist höchst verdächtig.
I am. I'm doing what's right for Wally.
It's great to see you landed on your feet after all these years.
Business has been booming with all these new dark magic pirates. Captain Madison has me on a lucrative retainer. She pays extra for a bunch of wacky symbols I just make up.
I'll let you get back to cartographing.
That's not a real word.
Uh-huh.
Uiuiuiuiuiui. Jede Menge Zeugs.
They're like glasses, only way less convenient. Ooh, look behind you, a three-headed monkey.
Oh, please take one. I use them to promote my business. See, it says maps and more on the edge.
Hinter dir ein dreiköpfiger Affe. Funktioniert immer noch.
Ooh, those look fancy.
The finest tools to make the finest maps.
I didn't know you made globes, too.
I don't. This is for reference. It's got all the latest continents.
Hey, Wally. It's the pirate life for me.
Yep.
I appreciate that Wally hasn't traded it in for a new model just because it's been around the block once or twice. I feel very strongly about that for some reason. Wally, can I have one of these maps?
Absolutely. If you pay for it.
Never mind. This map shows both sides of the globe.
It's twice the value.
Ooh, looks chilly up there. It's a long, small map of somewhere far, far away.
Far, far away.
What's this a map of?
The secret movements and activities of my competitors.
That sounds reasonable. This must be Trouser Island.
Actually, Mr. Threepwood, it's...
Yep, Trouser Island. It's a map on a fan. What'll they think of next? I had a map like this once, but I sailed left. That looks like a treacherous voyage. It says, rating, Cursed Black Diamond. The first rule of piracy is, never buy a used treasure map. It's maps wrapped in maps. I didn't know you could do that. Hey, Wally, what's with the window ladder?
I use it to keep an eye on the neighbors.
Well, it's good to have a hobby. Hey, Wally, what's in these boxes?
Maps.
Ooh, this one looks nice. How much is it?
Oh, that one? Too much.
Good old mazes. Can't get enough mazes. Huh, never seen one of those before. I try to steer clear of sea monsters myself. Somewhat understated and somewhat overpriced.
Alles angrabbeln. Du musst hier echt alles angrabbeln.
It makes things look bigger. Hey, Wally. Busy?
Yep.
Ah, the International House of Mojo. This place hasn't changed in years.
Welcome, Guybrush Threepwood.
Guybrush.
Nice to see you again.
I have been waiting for you. I know of your desire to find the secret of Monkey Island. Allow me to seek knowledge on your behalf.
Will it cost me anything?
Pride, free will. Not much. The way to the secret is like a serpent which swallows itself. Many obstacles lie ahead.
Serpent, obstacles, got it.
You must walk the path. Yet you have already walked the path.
And now I'm going back again.
When you are unsure of the way forward, open this book for guidance on what is to come.
It can tell me my future?
In a way. Think of it as a book of hints.
What is it really?
A book of hints. Use it wisely. To know too much diminishes the voyage.
Neat. Thanks.
No charge.
I've always been impressed by your chair.
Thank you.
What's cooking?
The Feast of Knowledge.
Hi Travel, wunderschönen Freitag.
Your sign says you're going out of business. Or is this one of those not really going out of business sales?
There is a new dark magic on the rise in the Caribbean. It has many adherents, particularly among the young. There is little demand for my talents or my wares. Business is terrible, and there are other factors. Captain Madison desires this location. That it belongs to me will be of little help against her financial and political powers.
Whoa, back up. Dark magic, you said?
I did.
Ebenfalls. Wollte nur mal Hallo sagen nach dem Urlaub. Alles klar. Ich hoffe, er wäre erholsam.
How does dark magic work?
Runes, chemicals, the power of secrets. I am no expert. It's too sterile for my tastes. I like things messy and theatrical.
Bleibt nicht allzu lange, da ich mich nicht zu sehr spoilern will, aber wir finden es besser. Ich sag mal so, ich fühle mich wie vor 30 Jahren, als ich das erste Mal Monkey Island gespielt habe. Das sollte, glaube ich, alles sagen.
I'll get back to browsing the shop.
Act fast. Supplies are limited.
So. Aber ich muss mal kurz speichern. Ja, speichern. Hä? Okay. Weil ich muss mal kurz Biopäuschen machen. Ah. Und der Sport kommt nach der Biopause, Swallow. Bis gleich.